Hey guys, how's it going? So in this video, I'm going to be talking about why I bought some Beyond Meat. So early this morning, I bought some Beyond Meat stock at $99. Right now, I'm trading at a loss, but that's alright. I'm essentially gambling on earnings. I do not advise anyone to do this. I just, I decide to do it. I decide to gamble, and I decide to make a video about it. But please do not follow me. Please do not follow my advice. This is pure gambling. I could lose a lot of money. The stock could plummet. I decided to gamble because I still believe like Beyond Meat has a lot of news catalysts that could really help propel the stock back to new all-time highs, and I thought this was a good opportunity. The best opportunity would have been if I bought it a month ago when the stock was trading at $60 or below $60. That would have been the best time. I decided to gamble on earnings. I have no idea if the stock price is gonna pop or it's gonna fall, but please do not follow my advice. I just pure gambling. So first of all, I'm gonna start off with the bad news, like the bad of Beyond Meat, and then I'll go into the positive. The bad is the restaurants are now closed because of the whole situation, and Beyond Meat, their operation relies on almost 50% of it in restaurants, and more than 50% in restaurants, and the rest in regular retail locations. And if we look, Beyond Meat, the restaurants, some of the restaurants might be okay. They might still have drive-thrus and deliveries and takeouts, but most of them are not. So that's the downside of it. But according to my research, Beyond Meat is doing very well at their retailers. Their retail locations increase I think like 200 to 300% during the whole situation we're in right now. It even says it right on the front page, which I don't have loaded up for you. If you just do a little bit research, you would realize that the retail stores sales are increased quite dramatically, but the restaurants have decreased. Well, this is not 100% sure, but the assumption is that restaurants have products have decreased quite a bit. They are having earnings right after the earnings bell. Another part of the bad news is there's a lot of arguments saying that Beyond Meat is unhealthy. There's a lot of chemicals and stuff in Beyond Meat that doesn't make Beyond Meat healthy. But then there's also according to some videos I watched, that it lowers cholesterol compared to real beef. So it's give or take. It's just basically, if you consume too much Beyond Meat, like if you eat one burger a day, you might be okay. But if you eat like burgers every single hour or three meals a day, everything Beyond Meat, probably not good for you. Too much of something is not good for you. So if you have it like once in a while, like once every few days, you have some Beyond Meat, you'll be okay. But if you have it like consistently, it's bad for you. That's what I'm getting, according to this guy. Anyways, he says there's a lot of chemicals in there that's not good for you. But Beyond Meat has been changing, and they do adapt, so there's a chance that they could change the chemicals. Like, this was 9 months ago, and maybe Beyond Meat changed some of the ingredients and chemicals to make it more friendlier to people. That's a possibility. I haven't done too much research onto health. Another big reason why I like to invest into Beyond Meat is because they are partnered up with McDonald's. They are doing experiment burger, and the burger experiment is supposed to last 12 weeks. And just recently, Then this article, this was released on April 30th, 2020. McDonald's CEO says vegan options are coming to the U.S. Vegan options. So that's, if there is vegan options. So that means that they're sending Beyond Meat stuff to McDonald's, in US. That's a big deal if that happens. I would love to try some McDonald's Beyond Beef, but I don't live in Ontario right now. But personally I do like Beyond Meat product. I know it's not like super healthy, but if you eat it once in a while, I think it's okay for you, because there's a lot of stuff that's bad in food regardless of Beyond Meat. Like if you eat bread, you eat a lot of bread is bad for you. Rice is bad for you. There's a lot of things in this world that's bad for you that you shouldn't be eating too much of, but people do anyways. So another reason why I like Beyond Meat is they're launching. They just recently launched in China, and look at the date. This is on the Beyond Meat website, April 2020. That is hilarious. But it's good that they're launching in China. They're using Starbucks as their partner, and over time they will expand to more restaurants in China. But this is really good news. Going in China is big. They have over 1 billion people in China, and the more they can build a brand in China, the better. So this is to me very good news, and hopefully it grows and grows in China. Hopefully they announce some kind of positive catalyst for Beyond Meat in China. And another reason why I like Beyond Meat right now is it has a big short position on it. 9.16 million shares. 16.55% of the stock is shorted as of April 15, 2020. The company has a total float of 41.42 million shares. Outstanding is 61.85. So this means that it can be short squeezed to the upside in a big way, very easily being manipulated to the upside. I have no idea why this is. Impossible Burger, not too long ago, on March 16, 2020, raised an additional $500 million, giving them a total of $1.3 billion. They raised way more. They raised basically more money than Beyond Meat, and they're not even public yet. They're still a private company, and they're worth $4 billion. And Beyond Meat has partnerships like McDonald's, and Impossible Burgers don't. But Impossible Burgers is like the Pepsi, and Beyond Meat is like the Coke of vegetable, I guess, beef. But yeah, $1.3 billion. It was founded nearly 9 years ago. That shows that, investors really like Impossible Burgers, because they are the competitors of Beyond Meat, and they are, very good sign in my opinion. Very good sign. So that's my opinion. And then on April 22nd, 2020, Beyond Meat entered into a new $150 million 5-year secure revolving credit facility to support growth incentive. The new credit facility is in accordance on featuring up to additional $200 million. So obviously Beyond Meat needs more money than they currently have to keep growing and growing. Because if we look at Beyond Meat's balance sheet, if we look at the balance sheet, the debt, currently they had a total of $275 million of cash, and they only had $11,000 of debt. But because of this new revolving credit, they have it now $150 million of debt. But they are gambling on growth in a massive way. Again, after earnings, stocks could crash. So be wary of this. I am gambling on that, McDonald's will come out eventually. If it crashes, I think it's an opportunity depending on what they say. I think they can easily beat earnings at the same time. If we look at the analyst prediction, what they want, they are estimating an average of for this current quarter, $86.43 million of revenue. Low estimates of 55, high estimates of 101. If they beat this would be great. EPS of negative 15 cents. I mean, they're literally giving Beyond Meat a free giveaway because that is a pretty low number, 0.15 cents of diluted EPS. That's pretty high in my opinion, but maybe they're accounting in the slowdown in restaurant business, and that's the reason why they give them such a low number, but we'll see what happens. They are expanding their retail locations, their grocery store locations have increased to the 300%. So because of this whole pandemic, and restaurants didn't really shut down until late February, so they still were selling at a decent rate in January and mid-February. So, and China China is a new added revenue, and McDonald's will soon announce, Beyond Meat at the restaurant. So there's a lot of positive catalysts for Beyond Meat in the future. They are having earnings after the bell closes at 4:30 p.m. I'm definitely going to listen to the conference call. Currently, the market right now is green. If the market goes red, I think Beyond Meat will probably go red. I think Beyond Meat will be trading with the market. If the market keeps going up, I think Beyond Meat will go up with the market, unless the earnings are so bad that it plummets the stock back down to $60, $70, and I just, I just lost a ton of money. Every $10, I'm losing $3,000 because I have 300 shares. So if it plummets to $60, I would not be a happy person. But if it skyrockets, I can make a ton of money. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Anyways, so today Nordic American tankers down to 552. I do not have currently any shares. I predicted that this might happen, and it did happen. Oil price got pushed up, which caused Nordic American tankers to plummet. TK also plummet today. ExxonMobil did have a skyrocket, but is pulling back a little bit. Suncor will be having their earnings right after the bell closes. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this content. Give me a thumbs up. It helps my channel grow. Subscribe for future updates, and have a great day. Bye.